Today we got two of the greatest powerhouses in comics going head to head. Two guys with a bit of a dark side too. Black Adam is going up against Sentry. So who's coming on top here? Let's find out. The original champion of the Wizard, Black Adam's disdain for morality and hunger for power were punished with eternal imprisonment within the tomb of Ramses II. Following his escape, he usurped the throne of Kahndaq by force, and has become one of the most powerful enemies of Billy Batson, the superhero known as Shazam. Black Adam's been gifted with an incredible array of powers that are equal to, if not greater, than the powers of Shazam. His powers are magical in nature, and come from 6 different gods. Just like Shazam, but Black Adam's powers originate from Egyptian gods, while Shazam's come from Greek gods. Adams has the strength of Amon, the king of the Egyptian gods, which puts him on the same level as Superman and Shazam. He has even been able to successfully hold his own against a group of the Justice League, Justice Society, and Teen Titans, something which neither Superman or Shazam have done. He has the durability of Shu, and is nigh invulnerable. Doesn't need to eat, sleep, or even breathe. There's really nothing that can injure Adam, and even what can, he heals from almost instantaneously. He has the speed of Hiru, which allows him to move and fight at Mach 500 speeds inside the atmosphere. Black Adam can easily exceed light speed while in space. He has the wisdom of Zahudi, which basically means that he can simply know the appropriate knowledge for any situation, and he can be counseled in the right course of action. The Egyptian gods also encourage Black Adam's brutal and ruthless actions, which is in direct contrast with the Greek gods of Shazam. He has the courage of Mahin, which provides him with great inner strength and courage. Finally, Black Adam has the power of Atone, which provides Adam with magical lightning that he can use as a dangerous weapon. The power of Atone also enables him to fly and enhances his physical strength and invulnerability. So, as we got one corner, the avatar of the Egyptian gods, the mighty Black Adam. But entering the ring in the other corner, well, it's the man with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, Sentry. After ingesting experimental super soldier formula, the lowly Robert Reynolds became the Sentry, one of the first and mightiest superheroes. He was trapped in a constant battle of his dark side known as the Void. After his membership with the Avengers, he joined Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers, and died after single-handedly destroying Asgard. More recently, Doctor Strange resurrected the Sentry, helping him take on Loki. Now Sentry is one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe, and it's been stated that he has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Spider-Man and a group of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents even ranked him as the most powerful hero on Earth, with Hulk being ranked as second, and Black Bolt being ranked as third. However, that list didn't include Thor, because he wasn't around at the time. The events of World War Hulk might have proven this list invalid. Anyways, he possesses incredible superhuman strength, and is strong enough to overpower Ares, fight against Hulk, and beat down the female version of Ultron. Sentry also possesses superhuman speed, and is fast enough to catch bullets in his hand and fly to the sun and back in just a few moments. It's been stated that Sentry is invincible. Well, except for his fragile mind. I should really say he's physically invincible. He's immune to Rogue's powers. After he was killed by Thor, he spent a period of time in the sun, where he was burned down to an atom and regenerated endlessly until he was pulled out. And this is another thing. He can resurrect the dead and resurrect and heal others. Sentry is also able to turn intangible and phase through objects. He can emit a wave of radiation that can calm down the Hulk, and can even turn invisible. According to Emma Frost, Sentry is one of the most powerful telepaths on the planet, but most of his mental powers are used to maintain his physical form. He also has manipulation powers, as he can reform himself after being blown apart. It's even said they can control all forms of matter on the molecular level like Molecule Man. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now today we've got Black Adam, the magical and powerful enemy of Shazam, going up against none other than Sentry, the man with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Two flying bricks going head to head. Who comes out on top? Let's find out. Also, just little side note, Sentry is mentally stable in this fight. Want to make sure that Black Adam gets a real good fight here. And first things first, need to go over strength and physicality. Well, the common theory is that Black Adam is just as strong as Shazam. But that's not necessarily true. For starters, Black Adam is powered by an entirely different set of gods than Shazam is. So there's really no comparison there. Secondly, Black Adam has actually consistently proven that he's stronger than Shazam, both in statements from characters and their own fights against each other. And this might actually suggest that Black Adam is stronger than Superman himself, because Superman and Shazam have fought several times before and been evenly matched, with Clark even stating that Shazam has the advantage in toe-to-toe fighting because his powers are based on magic. And they've also arm wrestled before and were matched. On the other hand, when Black Adam fought Superman, Adam was kind of dominant in the fight, sending Superman flying backwards and all around with his punches, and actually forcing Kal-El to go all out in the fight. In fact, Black Adam is so powerful that when he's going all out, it was said that he can strike harder than the asteroid that had killed the dinosaurs. He's traded blows with Ultraman, Orion, and Mongol, and Adam has even beat up on the Spectre and literal death. He can take down entire teams by himself by basically just using his superior physical strength. I mean, this guy's fought off the Doom Patrol, wrecked the Teen Titans, and took down the entire Justice Society of America by himself, a team consisting of Power Girl, Alan Scott, and Jay Garrick. He did that pretty much just through his physical strength. That's insane! But you definitely can't underestimate Sentry either. He's ridiculously strong too. Sentry's been able to stop an attack from Terrax, a Herald of Galactus who's strong to destroy a planet, stopping the palm of his hand. He's fought against and actually knocked out Blue Marvel, someone who's able to battle against the Avengers by himself. He's regularly been able to fight against, overpower the Hulk. Again, someone who's been able to battle against the Avengers by himself, and even fought against one of Hulk's most powerful iterations, World War Hulk, and held his own. He's fought against Ultron by himself, destroyed nearby moons while fighting the Collective, despite being weakened in the moment, and even managed to overpower and defeat the Void, with the Void being the one who ripped Ares in half, effortlessly overpowered Thor, broke every bone in Hulk's body, ripped right through and destroyed Asgard during Siege. Now about durability. Well, Black Adam has routinely brushed off attacks from people like Superman and Shazam, or even a pissed off Superman or an Ultraman who is amped with kryptonite. Adam is remarkably durable, and honestly, you kinda have to be, especially considering he's consistently taking down superhero teams all by himself. But I actually think that Sentry is the better one here out of the two in this regard. Sentry is able to take multiple punches to the face from World War Hulk and literally just asked for more. He's taken a nuclear explosion, fired about a scratch, and has been punched by Blue Marvel from Earth into orbit. And Sentry actually has a remarkable healing factor, to the point where he's able to regenerate from a skeleton in a few seconds. He's also essentially immortal, as Sentry's been able to come back to life multiple times, even returning when Molecule Man destroyed him on the molecular level, when Morgan Le Fay went back in time, killed him before he gained his powers, and erased Sentry from the timeline. Both times he was simply able to reform out of nothing. In fact, it appears that Sentry actually has to choose to die in order to remain dead. So durability might be around the same, but the fact that Sentry can regenerate from anything, even returning from the dead, is a massive advantage in his corner. And then finally, speed. Now, Sentry's been able to casually intercept bullets, even bullets fired from a high-powered alien gun. He's instantly flown from the Philippines to Manhattan, and he's even stated on multiple occasions he's able to operate within milliseconds and nanoseconds. And here's the thing, Sentry's also undeniably faster than light too. He's flown from the Earth to the Sun during a few moments. He's even flown from Earth to Saturn in literally an instant. But Adam is remarkably fast too, as he's consistently moved so fast, he's just a blur. He's Speedblitzed Ultraman, Speedblitzed Shazam, even Speedblitzed the entire Marvel family. And Jay Garrick had to really exert himself just in order to keep up with Adam. So overall, I do think Sentry is physically superior here, but it's real close. And that means if Adam wants to win this fight, he's going to have to really lean into his magical powers and his sheer savagery. And his lightning is very powerful, seeing how he's injured Ultraman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter before. So about Adam's savage nature. Well, Black Adam really has no problem going all out or killing enemies. He's killed millions of people in 36 hours, stabbed his fingers through Psycho Pirate's brain, ripped heroes in half, flew through the Spectre's head, tried to lobotomize him, ripped out War's heart, and beat the crap out of Death, literally digging his fingers into his head. And Death was amped at the moment by millions of people's destruction. He's even gone all out, able to use his rage and destruction to take on hordes of heroes all by himself, like fighting against the Justice Society, the Doom Patrol, and Teen Titans by himself. Black Adam has even battled against a legion of heroes, consisting of people like Martian Manhunter, Power Girl, several Green Lanterns, Firestorm, and even Wonder Woman. While he lost that fight, he did do surprisingly well. But I think that's where Sentry's durability comes into play. Because not only is he remarkably tough, but he's just going to be able to heal from and recover from whatever Black Adam can dish out in pretty much a moment's notice. But here's the thing about Sentry. He's not just one of these guys with super strength, super speed, super durability, the like. Instead, everything that Sentry does is based upon the ability to control matter, the molecules of the world. And as soon as he discovered this, well, he was able to kill Molecule Man and even created life. That's literally right after he discovered he could control matter. He's able to shapeshift and transform his appearance, create force fields powerful enough to stop a Herald of Galactus. He can teleport and turn invisible by deflecting light. He's easily the most powerful telepath in the universe, to the point where Professor X and Emma Frost had to combine their efforts just to enter into Sentry's mind. He can unleash energy attacks powerful enough to destroy planets, so as absorb energy from literally everywhere, and even absorb the energy of the cosmic cube. He's even capable of bringing himself and others back from the dead. Sentry's also just displayed more versatility and more powers throughout the years, even fighting against more powerful opponents, like Blue Marvel, Doctor Strange, The Void. He believes he could easily kill all of the Avengers, and him and Nate Gray he fought against Galactus before, which has been confirmed to be true on multiple occasions. So yeah, Black Adam might be able to claim some wins if he catches Sentry on an off day, but on the whole, Sentry is just too powerful. He's coming out on top here. Sentry wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign up in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn notification from the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.